Hey y'all, and welcome back to Ray. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Growing with Ray. I know you all seen the thumbnail of everything that I harvested in this video, you all. However, I do want to go ahead and let you all know, if you all are looking for me to be harvesting in this video, I sadly disappoint you. That is not what this video is about. The only thing that I am harvesting will be the The only thing that I am harvesting will be the potatoes. And while I harvest that and you all see that, I'm going to continue to talk to you all. So if you're ready, go ahead and sit back and enjoy the video. All right, you guys. So I do believe that I firstly told you all already anyways that I had to move the squash vines and everything like that. So in regards to the potatoes, you guys, we planted these in late May. We left them in the ground 2 months. They are different varieties. I'm going to go ahead and put them up now. And the one that actually performed the best was the Red California, which I'm actually grateful to see. But with harvesting them, I did notice one specific thing, which is that this compost that I used to fill up these boxes, this isn't even compost, this is that generic soil that was on sale at Lowe's. We'll never be using that again. It was more wood chips than anything you would have thought it was compost. But it was lacking nutrients, and I say that because certain areas of the potatoes have different little grooves in it. It's not a perfectly round potato, but you guys, that totally is fine. One advice thing that I would tell you all though is do not grow potatoes as densely as I did. The very first year that I grew potatoes, I'm gonna put a picture up, I was able to sit here and get good sized potatoes because they were grown in a wheelbarrow, and I only had about 5 plants in it, but it's a wheelbarrow versus the sizes that I have these boxes for. Another thing is though, I did definitely neglect these boxes, you all, but I still put fertilizer in it even though I neglected them. Like, I didn't water them as much. But the rule of thumb is to usually go ahead and harvest your potatoes when your plants start to die back, or you can do it once the plants are completely dead. Now, the thing is, a lot of my potatoes didn't flower, which is something that didn't occur the very first year that I grew them. Some varieties of potatoes flower, and that's how you know that they're creating tubers. Right now, my sweet potatoes are flowering like crazy. They're like a purple hue of okra flowers if you've never seen them. And they're just really beautiful to me. I put it in my last video. But in regards to these potatoes, the first things first, remember I planted 45 slips. And to get only this amount is very shocking. But some of my plants had no potatoes on it at all. And other than that, they were really densely planted. And it's very unfortunate, but what I am planning on doing is either ordering seed potatoes from a reputable company next year, and then spacing them out properly. And then another thing that I would love to do is to actually dedicate a whole bed to potatoes, y'all, because I didn't do that this year. So the tips that I have for you, because this is a functioning home, you may hear a lot of things in the background. The tips that I have for you, one is to be aware of how you are densely planting your potatoes. Number two, do not neglect them. Water them at least once every 2 to 3 days, especially on those hot days. Number three, please know you can do about 3 successions of them if you're doing early day harvest potatoes. Number four, I think I want to try and find some potato fertilizer to put on the screen for you all, because I believe they make some just for potatoes as well. Or you can always do a comfrey tea or something like that, you all. But I believe I've probably rambled enough, and if not, just enjoy the rest of the video, you all. Those are the tips that I have for everything. You all seen in the thumbnail and in my photo, I harvested this other Cinderella pumpkin because there is, I guess, some type of worm or something in here. The thing is, I wouldn't even say that it's a worm in here because the way that this happened, it bubbled up like a day or two. And then I was like, oh, okay, hopefully, you know, that's fine. It literally looked like a pimple. And then it burst. And so I stuffed a paper towel into it for the time being. But I don't know what's going on with it. We're going to cut it open and just have to use it as is and get it stored away because it will not last sitting out. This other jack-o'-lantern, the squash bugs are crazy. They're really crazy right now. I have so many freaking y'all, we have I'm sorry, I'm about to have to show y'all something that came out of this tomato that is freaking me the hell out, and God forgive me. It's like a tomato worm. Never seen them, but it's definitely bold. I cannot believe. Just when I was gonna ask y'all what was in these holes or what was creating these holes, I see it now, baby. I don't know why the caterpillar came out, but it's out. It's some type of moth. Bless you, baby. Thank you. You're welcome. Y'all, we harvested the jack-o'-lantern though as well, because there's so many squash bugs, and I think I'm going to get ready to harvest the butternut squashes as well, and harvest it as if it was the winter time, because squash bugs are, when I tell you they thriving, I think I'll actually give it about a week or two because I want that all of that debris that I put in that tin trash can to break down some and kill those squash bugs in there. And it hasn't been hot enough. We've been getting a lot of rain, so it hasn't been hot enough. But you guys, oh my goodness, I'm so freaking excited about the harvests that are coming in. I'm ready for squashes to be done with though, because I'm tired of seeing squash bugs. I've killed so many, and the best way to kill squash is what? To get rid of the plants. So that's what we're going to be doing, you guys. I think I'm about ready to start pulling up a lot of stuff and really just convert everything over to a fall garden. But I'm going to give it a few more weeks. A lot of the tomatoes that you all see are actually Roma tomato plants that I pulled because blight was affecting it. And you know, I don't really want blight to affect too much of anything, but that was the issue, so it had to get pulled. I did go ahead and pull some celery because I do want to go ahead and start, like I said, clearing out the beds to get ready for fall. And actually, before this video came out, if you saw the one the day before, it was us actually planting things for the fall. And I'm really excited about, you know, what's to come. But with us being said, you guys, let me show you this thing that just came out of my tomato. It's some type of moth worm, and it is just on my table like it lived here. Y'all see it? I'm about to pull you closer. I was just going to ask you guys, hey, do you know what made these type of markings on the tomatoes? You ain't got to tell me. It showed itself. This worm. You ain't got to tell me. It showed itself. This worm. It's been in there living its best life. Mind you, this has been in the house for about an hour and it just now came. Mind you, this has been in the house for about an hour and it just now came out. This is why you all need to be careful when you bring stuff in the house that you grow outdoors, because there could be pests in it. Okay, we about to soak that pumpkin and then we about to call it a day. We about to wash everything else up and soak those, and then we should be good to go.